Welcome back to Also News, the show where we go over everything important that happened during the week. This is episode 27, and for today's episode we have a bunch of stuff to talk about, so let's just get started. So our first story is about a 4-digit player known as Liswiera. He is a Russian player who is known for his insane flashlight scores that he has set. You may also know him as a tournament player. Well, recently he has shocked the Also community with one of his insane scores. He FC'd the Unforgiving with easy mod and minus infinity AR, which means he memorized every single pattern, when to click it. Pretty much he memorized the entire map. And for those of you that don't know, the Unforgiving is a 53-minute map, so to memorize a whole map like that is pretty insane. If you want to watch the whole replay, then I'll leave a link in the description. Two pretty popular Also players changed their names to something pretty funny. The first player is NyanPotato. He changed his username to Maton Evans. For those of you that don't know, Maton Evans is the dude that went behind the winners of the Game of the Year awards and said some random stuff about Bill Clinton, but recently he has appeared literally everywhere, even in the Also community, as you can see. And the second player that changed their username is freaking Aetrna. He changed his username to Peter Family Guy. Yes, I'm not joking, this was actually real, as you can see by the screenshots. This was so random and funny that there was a discussion post that talked about if Peter Family Guy is the greatest best Also player to never hit number 1. I'm going to quickly read that, but before I read it, I'm going to put some Subway Surfers gameplay so I can fit the theme. Bubbleman makes a pretty solid case as the tourney GOAT, but Peter Family Guy was basically number 1 excluding Mark for a good few years. I'm pretty new, so it might be interesting to see if there are any old OGs that never reached number 1 rank. Speaking of Bubbleman, let's just say that he kinda came back this week. He started streaming after a very long time on Twitch, but something was very different about it. He was playing Also with mouse only. That's right, our favorite tourney player known as Bubbleman was playing Also with mouse only. As you can see by the clips, he was actually pretty good with it. But someone who came back after a pretty long time and actually started playing the game again is a player known as Freddie Benson. For those of you that don't know, Freddie Benson was an ex-number 1 player who was mainly known for his DT skills, but he could also play a lot of no-mod and other stuff. And he started streaming after a very long time. He set some pretty good scores, like for example a 3-mod 2-miss choke on Yume Shizu, a reverse choke on Yomiuri, and a 1-miss choke on Nagareboshi, which is his 3rd top play at the moment. And yeah, it's nice to see that Bubbleman and Freddie Benson are still playing the game. But unlike them, a very known figure in the Also community is actually leaving, and that's Sotarks. A Reddit user noticed that Sotarks deleted all his stream vids on YouTube and asked in Reddit if he's leaving the community. And Sotarks made a full response to the discussion saying this: "Just to clarify, I don't intend to delete my internet existence by making all my videos private. I just want to move on from my streamer persona. Deleting my existence from YouTube isn't possible, and there are lots of clips of me made by other channels and Twitch highlights, so it's just whatever." And yes, as some people said in the comments here, I did have a job denied due to the fact that me being an ex-influencer on the internet can possibly ruin their image of the company. As for my Also situation, I'm staying beatmap nominator with a very low activity to promote friends maps and also maps that people link me that deserve to be promoted, because it's less effort than to just map and stream, so I can still do that. It's just time for me to take a step back from Also without totally quitting, because let's be honest, you never quit Also. But yeah, basically no more streams and no more maps. Don't regret my career as a mapper and streamer. I just want to make sure that the page is turned and focus on my real life and job as a game designer. I hope you guys understand this, and I'm sorry for making all my videos private because I know lots of people enjoy these. Thanks for your support. And yeah, I guess that's the end of Sotarks. It's kinda sad to see that a big figure like him is leaving the community, but as he said, people need to move on in life, and it is what it is. Real quick, if you've made it this far into the video, then a sub to the channel would be really appreciated, because we're getting very close to 10k, and that's a goal that I've wanted to hit for a very long time. So your support really means a lot. Thank you so much. Other very important news that happened this week, something insane to mention this week, is that EZChamp somehow managed to get his first 800, 900 and 1000 PP play within a week. Ninerik recently reached top 10, making him the first ever Norwegian player to reach top 10. Adam Kus aka Bochi the Rock or My Angel aosora recently changed the username to something pretty weird. NyanPotato recently reached rank 6, passing WhiteCat. Believe it or not, Shigetora actually showed emotion. And Femboy Tame aka Ryuk changed his username to Ryuk. Anyways, let's move on to the scores of the week. Starting off this week, we have a banger score from Rafis, choking goodbye with getting only 3 slider breaks, setting the 3rd S rank on the map, and it would have been worth 811 PP if this was an FC. We have a banger score from worst hard rock player, setting a DTFC on Masterpiece with 99.78 act. And this banger of a score is worth 544 PP. Ninerik got a 1000 PP play on the Words I Never Said, seeing the map with Hidden Nightcore, getting the numbers 2 spot on the map with 97.13 accuracy. You're currently watching this banger score in the background. I talked about this score at the start of the video, but I'll talk about it again. Liswiera sitting in FC with easy and -infinity AR on the Unforgiving. If you want to watch the full replay, then I'll leave a link in the description. And the number 1 score this week is EZChamp's FC on Chronostasis, getting 99.73 at the number 1 spot on the leaderboards, and it rewarded him with 1020 PP, which is his first ever 1000 PP play. Kinda funny to see that EZChamp went from EZChamp to just champ. What an absolute mad lad of a score this is. You're watching it currently in the background. And yeah, that's it for this week's awesome news. If you still somehow haven't watched it, then be sure to watch the previous episode, or should I say mini episode, where I talk about some more info on the Wu-Tang Uwu, its competitors, and even an Osu Deskmat, so be sure to check it out. Anyways, I'ma see you in the next video. Bye bye.